We are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Loving on Children, Childcare presents a new childcare that you can bring your child with and we can have fun. It's in the Buck County, but she also cares for kids that's in the Philadelphia area also. She has first shift openings, she provides the meals, and she has virtual learning. Bring your kids on over here and we can play all together at Loving on Children. And you can reach her at ashlynwilliams76@gmail.com. The link is down below.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I see you guys in the house. She said, can I go? Yes, you can go, Philly girl. You can go. Hey, today is February the 17th, 2021. You guys, thank you guys for showing up today. I've been running. I know you guys got a lot going on. We're going to talk about some of these the information that we got. We're going to talk about that interview. We're going to stay on that interview for a while. I hope that's okay with you guys. Bless you too, Soldier Girl. I see everybody in the house. Thank you guys for showing up and being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in. If you didn't go back out, hit the thumbs up. Come on back in. We're going to keep talking about the California City Boys, Orrin and Orson West, or AKA also known as Classic and Sincere. You guys, we want to keep this story going. We want to keep those boys in the spotlight, because when we give up on them and everybody else give up on them, because there's always a story. Trust and believe. Let me tell you about a couple of stories that's going on right now. Maybe you guys heard about it, but there's a story about a baby being the family or the parents, the mama and the dad is in jail now because they put the baby in some hot boiling water. They don't know which one done it, but both of them is right now locked up. So I mean, there's stories all over the place. And when I say every day there's like 3 or 4 stories, there's 3 or 4 stories. But we want to stay on this story because I think the family needs closure. The biological parents needs closure, or the adopted parents needs closure. And we want to make sure that we're just not jumping from story to story because everybody's running from story to story. We want to analyze everything that we possibly can. We want to get some answers. If anyone's speaking up or speaking out, we can, make sure that we are, covering it. Like I said, there's always a story. And when I say a good story, that means it's, hot, is informative, is going somewhere, and we all can jump in there and give our 2 cents on what's going on, how it's going, what is LE doing, and what is the family doing, and who's speaking. And there's some people have reached out to me, even though that I'm working this job, and they've got a story, and they're part of a hot topic story. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not covering them right now because I want to stay on this one. So let me tell you why I'm running a little bit behind, because when I got off work, I said to myself, we need to get that money to them quickly. So, and if you guys know that we donated $500. Yes, you guys that's in the chat. We, not me, we, because every time when you guys gave us super chat or whatever, that's the money that we use when we donate. It's not some of the money is my money. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I do put in like 100 or whatever, because that's I feel like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and when I say I feel like I can do it, I feel like my bills are gonna be paid, and I want to contribute something or whatever. But I want you guys to know that um, I have the receipt in the car because I just got it out today. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow, and I wanted to get it out there to them as fast as possible. Now, I do know, and I'm going to say this while we're all on here. So if the family is listening, I do know that they wanted me to send a money order because it was quicker. And if we send a cashier's check, um, it would have to go to corporate. Anyway, you guys, I couldn't send a money order because I'm going to tell you the reason why. First of all, you know, it's not feasible for us to send money orders because we have to account for everything that we send out. And I don't want to be getting in trouble going, where is this? Where's that? But when we send our cashier's check, it's logged in. And so therefore, when we do record keeping, I don't have to go look for this and look for that. And I went to the Quick Trip, got a money order, or because our bank they don't do money orders. They do cashier's check because it's a business bank. And it just keeps everything together. Thank you, Casey, for the super chat. I see you, KCK, in the building. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Casey, for the super chat. Now, and another thing I wanted to share with you guys is the last time we was on here. Let me write this down because I know I'm running a little bit behind, and my pen ain't working. I'll write it down right here. Because I'll get you in there tomorrow. I'm trying to upload stuff, and our internet is doing all kind of stuff because of the cold weather. SP here, this young mother threw her new baby out the window after trying to set the house on fire, angry with baby daddy. Ooh, yes, I've been hearing a whole bunch of stories. And if you guys want to have a secondary story, but we always want to keep this story a top priority, you guys to know that. We could share those things. And someone else, Valerie McFadden, thank you for the super chat, Valerie McFadden. I don't see you in there, but I see it up there. I got to find it real quick. Thank you, Valerie, for the super chat. I want you guys to know this. And it was a good thing because every time when I go over the video, I try to answer some of the things that I didn't answer, or why did I say that or something. You guys give me time, I have an answer. So a young lady had called in and we had talked a little bit about the respect of other people and their theories and stuff. And I need to make sure I respect you guys' theory. So I'm gonna work on that. And I don't know, but I think I need to work on me. Anyway, she had asked a question and says, uh, are we going to take in donations for what we were doing? And I told her, no, 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 we're not doing that because we already have money in the bank. And that is true. There's two reasons why we don't go, hey, you guys, let's take in donations for such, 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 such. First reason is um, when you do things like that, you get in a lot of trouble quickly. Matter of fact, that's why we have our own super chat and we do what we do because people think, give me that money, or that's my money, or you're making money on my kids and things of that nature. No, we're not. We have already done our fundraising when we did our Christmas things and when we do our super chat dance. Then we'll do what we can for you. But because I've had people call me up and say, you're making money on my baby. No, we're not making money on your baby. We're gonna talk about the story regardless or not. And we're gonna do our super chat dances. And then when we have our our ways to build the pot, the money in the pot, we do our yearly thing, and then we do things on the side and things of that nature. We sell our t-shirts and stuff, but we don't do what I'm trying to say is we don't do things like car wash. Well, you know what I'm saying. We don't come on here and just say, hey, let's go, let's take up a offering for this, because I don't want to be into that. Never. Because that gets messy and people get really, matter of fact, they'll tell you, and they'll tell you, I'm coming for my money. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No. So so when we decide to do something, we can do whatever we want. And that's why we don't have red tape and we don't have to go ask nobody and things of that nature. But I wanted you guys to know we got that off. That's why I'm running a little late. I walked in the door, it was 4:15 here, my time. So I had 45 minutes. So I'm still running. Anyway, thank you, Valerie McFadden, for the super chat. Thank you, Peggy Toe. I see you in the building. I'm just a talking. We got Peggy Toe in the building. Thank you, Peggy Toe. I didn't see when you gave, so I'm looking. Maybe it's not up there yet. My computer's running slow, you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Peggy Toe. But I want you guys to know that we did get it all. I did send it where they can get it in a couple of days. Well, 2 days. I think it's Friday. So today being Wednesday, they should get it Friday or Monday. They promised me Friday or Monday it'll be there. I even actually talked to the people and said, hey, look, it's coming. Make sure you sign for it. And I got it out. And that's why I'm running kind of slow, because usually I come directly from work home and get ready. Anyway, family, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. I want to share some things with you. Thank you guys for the super chat, and thank you guys for coming in. Make sure if you're not part of the channel, subscribe to the channel, you guys, because we got some hot topics and things coming up. And I want you guys to not come in and say, I didn't get a notification. Well, you got to be a part of it. And we are going to change our format that when we sometimes come on and have certain things, if you're not a part of the channel, you will not be able to come in, because only people that subscribe to the channel will be able to come in. And my daughter's coming over, and once she set it up, it's going to be a wrap, you guys. So I'm just letting you guys know it's coming in, because I found it, but I don't know what I'm doing. So when my daughter gets over here, she'll put it in for me. Trezell has spoke recently Renee, what are you talking about? Trezell has spoken recently. See, I see little stuff like that, and I want to know. Trezell has spoke recently. Renee, come on, tell us what you're talking about. Trezell has spoken recently. BJ says, not me. Okay, today is Wednesday, you guys, so I don't have to go back to work tonight unless they call me, but I'm trying not to go in. Hey, Joe Jackson, how you doing? And I know you guys, I miss saying hi to you guys, each and every one of you. I really do. And Tina Power saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was thinking the same thing about myself, and we're all a working in progress. Yeah, I know. I looked at myself. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I can't tell you to do something, and I'm all in. Somebody's trying to talk to me, and I'm being rude and talking over them. But sometimes I get tired of people just, they'll talk to me they'll talk for a whole straight 30 minutes and won't let me get a word in. And when I say, hey, they be like, and I'm sitting there for another 10 minutes. And then, I'm gonna have to say, we need to take turns. We need to take turns now. Don't lecture me. And then when I want to say a sentence, you won't even let me finish the sentence. Let me finish the sentence. So we're all learning on that. So that's something, like I said, I want to work on it because when the guy had called in and I wanted to speak, he kind of would not allow me to. So then it just kept getting aggressive. So what I think I'm gonna do is allow him to speak until he's done. And if it goes on and on and on and on and on, and there's no reciprocating the respect, I'll have to say it right then. Not being rude. I'm gonna say, look here, I gave you respect. Now because how can I answer your question if you will not let me speak? And I think sometimes people don't know what they're doing until you tell them, I have given you time, so now can I speak? Even though that this is SP News Nuggets, we still want to be respectful because this is a family thing. I want you guys to know it. Anyway, I want to know what Trezell has said because someone was in here. Oh, and I think CPS gets so much based on adopting kids out of moving them. It has to be a racket behind the scene. Yeah, it probably is a lot of stuff. SP, we all have to work on ourselves. Yes, yes, yes. But it's always good just to, SP, you are a wise woman. Thank you, Melissa. We are not making money on your babies. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Hey P, SP, how are you doing? And I'm doing good, Floyd. Hey, I'm doing good. Fundraisers, no, no. Yep, can't do fundraisers when that is so true. It's never a good thing to to go in and go, hey, you guys, they need some money. Let's do this because you're opening up the doors for some bad stuff. Have the money already, and in that way, you know, they can't tell you, something of that nature. Thank you, Sharon Stevenson, for the super chat. You guys, I'm gonna have to get y'all names in there, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time today, but I'm gonna get them in there. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, because we always got to build back up after we take out. We do. We do got to build it back up because we done did a whole bunch of stuff. Renee says sometimes we aren't aware of our faults until people tell us. Exactly. And like I said, I had to go back over there and look. I wasn't looking at the gentleman. I was looking at myself. Anyway, I want to share with you guys something, and that's why I made the title. Oh my goodness, I'm not on. I'm not even in the room yet. Let me get in here. Hold on, cause I'll be moving so fast. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sharon Stevenson, Casey, Peggy Toe. I can't remember who all was in there. Soldier Girl, thank you, Soldier Girl. I see you in the building. Everybody that has helped and donated. Thank you guys for the super chat. I wonder what you guys think about when Trezell says, yeah, we just want our babies and that's it. No, I wonder what. Tell me, tell me what you guys think. Let's look at that clip by itself and let's dissect it a little bit. Okay. She says, here's no in the building. Here's to the building fund, she says. We wish we had a building. We are in the basement. But I want you guys to tell me. And thank you for the super chat. Tracy is doing the super chat dance, and Diane and Barbara and Candy Ortez. Thank you guys. Tell me what you think about this. And we got a small audience, and that's okay. That's good. That's a good thing. Sometimes I just wonder. I do want to share something before I show this to you guys. I didn't see Sonia Watts. Is she in the building? Because I just wonder where she's is. I always see her, but I didn't see her as she came in today. Um, Candy Ortez, thank you for the super chat. I see you in the building. Thank you for the super chat. And you guys are gonna have to forgive me. Let me see, because we got a couple of candies. Ortiz. Ortiz. Okay. So let me let you guys I was thinking about some things, and people were like, are you for the mother, or are you for, what are you for? You guys, we stand on the fence. I mean, it may look like, everybody's trying to brush up to the biological family. No, I'm not trying to brush up to the biological family. We want to get those babies' pictures out there if somebody, so that they can get tips. Whether it's good or bad, they can get a tips. You guys understand what I'm saying? We're not on no side. We're on the kids' side. If anything, we're on the baby side. And if those are the only pictures that they can put out there, let's help them get it out there. You guys understand what I'm saying? Susie Rainwater says, I'm for the boys. Yes. You see what I'm saying? We're not for the biological mama. We're not for the adopted parents. It may seem like, I've never said nobody's guilty, but I do, like I said, when people are suspicious about things, we're just talking about theories and things of that nature. But Elaine Bruner, thank you for the super chat. Elaine Bruner, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Elaine. I see you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Elaine, for the super chat. So, are we still talking about the interview? Yes, we are. We're taking pieces and we're gonna dissect pieces, and we're gonna thank you, Elaine Bruner, for the super chat again. Girl, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Elaine. We needed that. Thank you. I see you in the building. Elaine said, I'm in there again. Elaine, thank you for the super chat. She says, I'm going to support you all the way. She put it up there again. Thank you, Elaine. Super chat. Thank you, Elaine. We might have to do a little something, because you guys are just putting in there. Elaine says, I'm going to put in there again. She said, I'm going to support you anyway. Thank you, Elaine, for the super chat. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to play that real quick. We're just gonna have to play it real quick. We can't wait. Let me see if I can even find it. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine, for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine, again for the super chat. You guys, we're gonna get to it, but we do need to put something in our pocket. Elaine, thank you for the super chat again. Danae, thank you for the you guys, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do a dance. We're gonna have to do a dance because we in the building. We are in the building. I think that's what she's trying to tell us to do. We're gonna have to do a super chat dance. I got the West on there. Thank you, Betty. Thank you for the super chat. I see you in the building. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna do a super chat dance, you guys. And it always say my name, say my name. Here we go. Let me see if I got it up. I think I got my earbuds up. Yep, I think I got my earbuds on. Let me take them off. Okay, I tell you guys all the time. Uh, Come on, you guys. Come on, everybody, put two emojis in the house. Thank you for the super chat. I see you, AXOLLOT, Axolot. Thank you, Axolot. Thank you for the super chat. Andrea Dupree, thank you for the super chat. I see you in the building. You guys, you see how God be blessing you when you do the right things? Thank you for the super chat. She came in here, she said, we're going to do it. Soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Super chat. Kicking down doors and knocking out windows. Hey, this is Warriors for Children family up in the building. You guys, we're not going to worry about it because we can handle it, can't we? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat release. Shake, shake, shake it up. Shake, shake, shake it up. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Stump it out, stump it out. Stump, stump, stump it out. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank everybody in the channel. You guys mean the world to me. You guys gonna make it happen. I'll be telling you guys, I love you because we gonna make it happen. If we're gonna be warriors for children, we're gonna have to love on these babies no matter what. Thank you guys for the super chat. Everybody that came in, I got so many names. I just say thank you. Even the ones that wanted to donate and couldn't donate, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Every time. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Release, 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 release. Won't he do it, you guys? You got to stir that pot up. We want to get a tip on this case. That's what we want, you guys. That's what we want. And that's why we put that money out there so that we can get a tip or somebody can say that they seen these babies and or bring them home one way or another. And I appreciate everything that you guys do. We cannot do it without you. So thank you guys. Release, 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 release. Thank you, Lord. Make sure you guys know Sunday we're going to have a prayer at 3:00 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you be in the house. We're going to have a prayer. Nothing but we're coming on at 3. It's probably going to be about 30 minutes. We're going to pray for Sincere and Classic, Orrin and Orson at 3 p.m. Central Time Sunday because it will be the 21st. And that's what we're going to do this Sunday. But thank everybody for donating, you guys. We can't we can't do it without you guys. Let me get on some of this stuff that I want to share with you guys. This is not going to be a long clip. It's a small clip. You guys just listen to what he say and let's talk about it. Here we go.
He thinks you guys did something.
That's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no.
Okay, let's listen to it again.
He thinks you guys did something.
That's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no.
Okay, it wouldn't let me back in. I'm sorry, you guys. It wouldn't let me back in. I had to start all over again because somebody's trying to set a flag in there. But that's okay. She said, no picture. Find out, babies. No. That's what he said. See, something's going on. Let me dismiss that. Maybe it won't mess up. It keeps coming up. I'm right here. Vicky said, where'd you go? I'm right here. Oh, we're not going to let it happen. Find our baby. That's no. I don't know why this thing. I need to take that off of there. Maybe I would defend myself. You're here. Did he get a phone call? We're talking about this, you guys. Let's talk about it. Hey, Sonia Watts, I see you in the building. How you doing? Hey, 2 for you. Extreme. I love you too. She said, I love you, SP. I love you too. Two for you. Too tough for you. That's what it is. Too tough for you, extreme. Girl, she said, too tough for you, extreme. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm hoping they're writing down everything. And if I can't get you guys in there on the thing, I always make sure we update it every after the live. Sometimes I can get it in there before the live, but you see today it messed up. Can I call in, please? Smooth with chocolate. Yes, you can call in. Here's the number. Right here. There's the number right there. Smooth with chocolate says, can I call in? Smooth white chocolate. Smooth white chocolate. Come on, smooth white chocolate. Nisi says he was saying hadn't done anything, and when you find the babies, it will be no, we didn't. Okay. Let's look at it. Let me take off this comment. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I gotta take off them comments. Hey, this is SP.
SP, this is too tough for you. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I just have a quick question. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but it is just eating the hell out of me. How the Bio family is raising this money for the billboards And thank God you didn't give that money to them, that you gave it for the billboards, which I'm pretty proud of. But they claim that they have doctors and lawyers and they're millionaires and all these things, but they haven't even contributed to the reward money. Doesn't that raise some flags to people? They're running these GoFundMes and they're not contributing to anything.
Well, I haven't looked into that. I don't know how much money is on the GoFundMe.
Oh, I don't know how much they're running on the GoFundMe. I know that they have a couple of them going.
Well,
but one of them got shut down for fraud, and then the other one was supposedly for the billboards. But they were claiming, and in the same breath, they're saying, "Oh, well, we have money, and our family has money, and they're doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, whatever they may be, but they're not contributing anything from all this money and all this clout that they claim that they have." So I understand contributing to the cause, and that's why I liked how you did it. But I think that it's kind of fishy.
Well, I can't speak for them because I'm not their spokesperson, but I can tell you I did check into how much those billboards cost, and that wasn't a cheap billboard. That was a digital billboard, and those run at least $1,500-$1,800. I mean, almost a week. And they've got two of them set up. Now I know you can't sell enough shirts to come up with that kind of money.
Right.
Because you know what? Because I was thinking about
people want to help the cause, send, make them send your money and your donations to the billboard company to fund those billboards and not be funding the people that are, I think, scamming the system.
Well, I don't know nothing about no scamming, but with our organization, with everybody's donating, people trust me with their money. You know what I'm saying? And that means to make a rational, sensible decision with it. And so we have to account. This is not because they scamming anybody, because I don't know nothing about that. It's just because this is how our organization is set up, that we can't give to a cash app. We can give to an individual if the need is there. Like we had a tornado, a person, and they needed cash because they wanted to go to Walmart and get this and get that, and they had to start all over. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we do the same thing through the church. I mean, we'll go in and we'll donate towards something for the family, or we'll get them the things that they need or whatever else, but we're not contributing to a GoFundMe account to a person.
Right. We have to do mainly businesses, or give them, cashier or a voucher to, like you can give vouchers to Kroger's, Dillon's, or wherever, where they can just buy food if they need food or something. But if they say they need the billboards, which they were doing, which that's $3,000-$4,000 right there that they've already got. They didn't get that money from selling t-shirts. I can tell you that. So I don't know where they got that money from, but I don't know nothing about them being millionaires and billionaires and stuff.
Oh no, when they're talking about the family that the bio family, that they come from money and they have all these doctors and lawyers and what have you. And it just kind of pushed my button a little bit, because I'm like, here you are bragging about all this stuff. Where were you when when the bio mom needed the attorney? Where was you when people are out searching for the kids and putting up for reward money? If you have all of this money and you're bragging about it, it's kind of counterproductive, I think.
Right. Thank you, Andrea Maxwell. I see you, but I can't pull it up. I'm sorry. Hold on for just a minute, because I know she's going to be mad at me that I couldn't pull it up. I'm sorry. You know what? When things like that, people may think they can work it out, or how, I don't know. I can't speak for them. I mean, I just can't speak for you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
No,
I don't know what happened, but I can tell you the situation that my family was in, and this is just, and every situation is totally different. But I didn't even know that I had a niece that was in the system. I didn't know. My mother called me up and she said, and the baby was 1 and 1.5. Then they called me and I was like, no, because child services called me and said, we're reaching out to all the family members. Do you want this baby? And it's your niece. And first I was like, no, because I got 2 kids. And then my mother kept telling me to do it, do it, do it, get the child. And then I said, okay, well, my brother can just go to the judge and hand me the child. And so they were getting ready to take his rights. And I told him to come to court and just tell the judge you want to give me the child. And we don't, but I had already took the classes and stuff because I just felt something terrible was going to happen.
Right.
And but we knew that his rights they had already warned him and told him that they were taking his rights. And I'm going to tell you something. He did everything. The only thing he did not do, he continued to smoke weed. And it wasn't legal at the time, and it's still not legal here. It's legal where he was at. He wasn't staying here in Kansas, and he didn't tell him that. But he was working on himself, and it's hard to work on yourself when you're trying to run away from a drug or whatever, and that's your playground. So he had to go to another state where he wasn't known because he was big here, and so that he can get away from all of that. And they just wasn't understanding that. So
Right.
anyway,
I understand the circumstances and things like that. I just feel that they're hurting their own cause by coming out and saying things like that, and then turning around and running GoFundMes.
Well, I don't see nothing wrong with a GoFundMe. What's wrong with getting a GoFundMe?
No, I don't see anything wrong with the GoFundMe, okay, for the cause, because I think that the ultimate thing is to find those boys. I think that this is terrible and they need to be found. I don't have a problem with the GoFundMe. I have a problem with them running a GoFundMe and stating that they have, we come from lots of money and all of this other stuff. And I'm just like, what? It doesn't make, I think it's counterproductive, and that puts a bad taste in people's mouth to help them.
Right. Somebody, GMA is in here and says, I wish SP would look into that video where Ryan Dean's aunt is claiming her brother is a millionaire. Well,
right.
Her brother is a millionaire. Her brother is a millionaire. Well, you know what? I mean, we still need billboards up, whether they millionaires or not, right?
Right. No, I understand that. I just think that everybody should be careful and everybody should be mindful and everybody should support, support the billboard or whatever that they need to do, but be really careful about all these GoFundMes popping up when they're claiming that their family has all this money.
Well, don't you think? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but don't you think that once they got 2 billboards up, that they're doing something?
Yeah, the billboards are donated, I think, for the first 30 days. So the billboards were donated for the first 30 days, and then they have to start paying for them.
The billboards are donated? You mean they did it for free?
They got it for the first 30 days for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I didn't ask them when I called, and I wasn't trying to get off in their business. We just put the money out there, and they actually was like, before they can get started, they needed that money in hand, and that was them. That wasn't the family speaking, that was them. So I was just letting them know that to sign for it was on its way. But I mean, if that was true, why don't they have the third one up there? They can get that one for 30 days.
I'm not sure what the whole story is. I just catch, that what when they come live.
Is that what the family said, that doing all this work?
One of the channels that they're affiliated with had said that. Yeah. I don't want to call their channels
one
out
of the
because-
channels said it, but did the people that's organized it say that? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
See,
that I'm not clear.
thanks. So my opinion. Thank you. See what I'm saying? Because that's information of what somebody's theory is, or unless they're taking care of the business and they know it for a fact. That's what I'm asking you. Do you know for a fact that it's free for 30 days? Or is that what
all I know is what was said. I don't personally know what they're getting and what they're not getting. I know that it was supposedly donated to them for the first 30 days.
Okay. Well, that'd be good if it was donated for the first 30 days. So we contribute, but
right.
I do have people that it's got big money in my family. And you know what? When it was time to get the little girl, which is my niece, nobody stood up or whatever. And you would have thought the people that had the money would have helped me.
Right. I mean, and I get that as well.
It don't work
because
like
it's
that.
They don't think, well, that's not my problem or whatever the case scenario may be. But you wasn't going on saying, hey, I have millionaires in my family, this and that. What are they doing for you?
Oh, I haven't seen none of that. So is this in a text message that she's saying that she got millionaires?
No, they were on a live chat.
Oh, but Ryan said that?
No, the cousin or whoever that is. That they come from money, and she comes from a good background and all of these things. And I was like, well, I find that's really sad that if they have all these highfalutin people in their family, they couldn't help her keep her boys.
Well, other people's money is not like your money.
I understand that. And I have people with money in my family too, but I'm not bragging to everybody else about what the other people in my family have. I worry about what I have. That makes sense.
Yeah.
If they're not contributing or whatever else, what does their status have to do with anything?
Right. Well,
so I think that they hurt their cause doing that.
Well, we'll see what happens, but like I said, I do have family members that are rich beyond my understanding. I'll never understand how rich they done got. And like my aunt raised me, and she's rich, but that doesn't mean I'm rich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they don't never give me anything. I've adopted kids. I've done taken in kids, and they don't give me nothing. But if something, you know what I'm saying? Because people that have money, they think differently. They don't go out every Christmas and buy $1,000, $2,000 worth of Christmas toys like we do, because we work hard for it. We still want to see our kids. But people who got money, they invest and they do things. And a rich person told me this one time. I was working for this man, and trust and believe, he was a billionaire, and I asked him for a raise, and he said he wasn't going to give me one. And I said, why? He says, because I will have it. He said, if you threw all the money in one bucket and give it out evenly to everyone, he will still come back being rich, and I will still be where I am because of the things that how we live and what we know. So and I've worked for a lot of millionaires before, and let me tell you something, they have the same couch that was back in 1972, and I've got new couches and stuff. They don't do stuff like that all the time. I mean, the ones that get the money by, however.
And us little people were like trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they're like, we don't have to.
Right. But every time when it comes to money, we're gonna have a dispute of what people were doing and things. And and if we stay focused on the kids though, that look, maybe someone can see those pictures.
Right.
And then like I said, when we went in front of the board, a lot of people was like, well, it's just a picture. Those kids is probably gone. And so it's probably wasteful money. And I thought, well, it's not wasteful if we can get a tip, or we can recover them, and and now we know, and now maybe there's another link to it and somebody can be arrested. So I mean, we got to do something. But
Yeah.
um
No, and I understand.
um even if they got the billboards freely, I mean, even if I was a millionaire, and if
Well,
I
I'm
could,
happy they got them. I am.
yeah,
I'm just saying that their cause would have been a lot bigger, and the help would have been a lot more had they not have done what they did.
right, right.
Because it's like, you don't have $1 million. You're out here, digging in your own pockets to put this up. That's great. But in the same breath, you're saying, oh, well, we come from money and this and that. That makes you look stupid.
Yeah, yeah, it
I was
does.
like, what does that have to do with the price of rice in China? I don't care what your family has or whatever else. The point is finding the boys and what it's going to take to find them.
Exactly.
Right. So, I mean, I pray every day and I lose sleep every day, hoping that something breaks and that we get some kind of answer, because it's just sickening. Those are little babies. And people say, oh, the California City Boys, those were babies.
Right. You're right.
And a lot of people are losing focus and, fighting amongst each other. I watch all this arguing and going on between the channels and this and that. They're taken away from what our main objective is, and that is to find those babies.
Yeah. So tell me, if they don't put out billboards, I mean, they've got billboards up now. They've got 2 billboards up, and the third one's getting ready to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's good. I'm looking at all these other situations where kids coming up missing, and I haven't seen the families do nothing of this nature. Not even sell a T-shirt. Have you?
No.
But I've seen this family. I've seen this family do it. And I'm not on neither side. I'm just saying, I've seen them selling T-shirts. I've seen them selling masks. I've seen them, reach out, for trying to get it done. And not only that, I'm seeing stuff being done, and the biological family's doing it.
Right.
Now I see Jamal in the adopted family put out $30,000 for the return of the kids. Okay.
Right.
Now, I can say this, and we're just talking, right?
Right.
I hope you don't get mad at me. What if I call the news and say, I give somebody $50,000 for the return of the kids? Now I'm gonna tell you something. While he's sitting on TV crying, and I'm just saying, I'm just sharing with you.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what my feelings are on that.
Here's the thing. That $30,000 is still in his pocket.
Right.
It's not put out there. It's easy to say something and not even if he has the means to do it, tell him to write that check out and put it in a secure place for somebody. Because right now, you may know that the kids may never be found because you know what or where they are. Right. So therefore, you can say 30,000, 50,000, whatever. He didn't.
$1 million.
Yeah. You can say whatever, and it makes you look good. But the kids may never be seen, because I heard someone say something today, and I have to I have to take care of some research and figure out some stuff on that family. But what I'm trying to say is these family members on the biological side is actually have done something physically that you can feel, you can see, you I mean, when I seen the billboards, it made me cry. Now when they gave $30,000, other people's giving, but you haven't gave no 30,000. You said
Right.
you would unless
Right.
this happens
Right.
for the
Right.
return of the kids. See,
I
some
think
of
he did
those,
it knowing that he would never be out $30,000 is how I felt about it.
yes, and I trying to explain to people at the beginning, and everybody got sidetracked. If you really look at all the $122,000, those have contingencies on there. The contingencies is one could be for the arrest, one could be for the return, one could be for and if you call in on the anonymous part, you forfeit a lot of that money. Some of them's got expiring dates on them, and people's not seeing it's not a one big lump sum unless you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
But
Yeah,
so I don't look at somebody because they got $30,000 over here. They put $30,000. So are you saying that the family that said we'll give you $30,000 for the return of the kids is better than the biological family because they've got billboards up that's actually trying to find the kids?
right.
I don't
No,
know if they can.
I don't disagree with having the billboards or anything like that. I don't. I just think that they hurt their cause doing what they did. Saying, oh, our family has money and this and that, because they look a fool doing that.
They have money. Well, yeah. So they were in a live and they said this?
Yeah.
Okay. But nobody wants to be poor and their family's poor and come in and say, we broke poor. We eating, ramen noodles every day.
Have
Nobody's
you seen
gonna do it.
California City?
Huh?
Have you seen California City or Bakersfield?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if the family do got money, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Um, in the Braylon Noble case,
Yeah.
her family got money, and they didn't put up a billboard or nothing.
Yeah.
And I didn't see people bashing her, and I mean, well, I seen people bashing her, but you know what I'm saying? They had GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that my concern is that people coming out of the woodwork, right? Doing GoFundMe's or what have you. I'm just saying, if people want to donate their money to the printing place, donate their money to the billboards, donate your money for those things.
And you know what?
Be careful who you give your money to.
And I'm gonna share this with you because, like I said, I'm not on neither side. I just want anything to help find these kids. I don't know what's going on in the GoFundMe and who said what, but when the family when we reached out and they got back with me, there was an argument about how we were going to give them the money. They was like, yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, no, you got to give it to me and you got to do it this way. It wasn't. I'm just being honest with you. I got no reason to lie. I got no dog in the fight. I just want them boys to be
that's
fat.
why I'm on your channel every time that you're on there, because I know you're my favorite YouTuber regarding this case, because it's like, it's just out there. It isn't, no bullshit, no fighting, none of that going on. And it's just like straight and to the point, which I love. And I love how you went and you did the cashier's check and all of that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, there's certain, I'm not saying all of them, but I believe that certain ones have ulterior motives, and that everybody should just, donate to the cause, or there should be a foundation or something set up for those boys, and that it should go through those kinds of means.
And that's a good idea if you want the family to set up because they did do that in the Braylon Noble case. They had and that's a good idea that you brought that up. They had a bank that when people wanted to donate to that, it would go into the bank, and then that money, maybe a trustee was over there. I don't know who was over it. I That was the first time I seen it, but it was good because it didn't go to the family and this, that, and the other. But you know what I'm saying. But what did they do with the money? Because he was cremated.
Right. I don't, I mean, I don't
You
know.
see what I'm
because I
saying?
know that
Nobody said anything because he was
through the
cremated.
foundations, they have to account for the money spent out of the account
Right.
and what it's for. I mean, like they'll use it for gas and food and travel expenses and what have you. You know,
Right.
because they have to go back and forth to Cal City and to Bakersfield and whatever they need to do. So they'll turn in receipts for that kind of stuff, and they're for the printings and things like that. But if it's through a foundation, then you know that it's going for the cause and not just out to line somebody's pocket.
Right. And then sometimes, like, and I'm just saying, like, if this was my family that something has happened, I even if I had a family member that was helping, I would still try to get as much as I can get, so I don't have to, lean on my family as much and dig all in their pocket. But even if they was helping in some kind of way, I wouldn't put it out there that they're paying for this and they're paying for that, because when
Right.
it comes down to that attorney, that's an ongoing bill. Like I said,
Right.
when I adopted my daughter, I had to put my house up.
Right.
Because we had to go to court. I didn't have that kind of money for this attorney to come
Oh, no,
in.
I've been there. I know how that works.
And I begged her. I said, I'll give you my house, I'm good on my money. It's just, and she was like, okay, we'll go. And it just so happened we won, but and I paid her, but that's a lot of money.
Right. It is.
And they go by the hour, and every phone call is like $100-$200 phone call. Piece of paper is like $30 a piece of paper that they sent, and they send 80-90 pieces of paper a day. Stuff adds up.
Right.
So I mean, I understand you don't want to give to somebody and they're partying, but
Yeah,
I think the family is really, if anybody wanted to do it the way that we did it and donate, I'm pretty sure if somebody wanted to give a big lump sum and help out on the bill, you can pay the billboard people themselves. They're
Right.
all gung ho for that.
Right.
Or you can have a billboard put up in your city, your town. That's what I was thinking about on I-35, because it runs straight through Texas and all the way down south, and it runs up north. And I thought, well, that is a good place to put it because it goes straight from north to south.
Right.
But when I looked at the price, I was like, God.
Right.
I mean, and we're the cheapest place to live, but one of the out of 10. Kansas is one of the cheapest places to live. And if it's expensive here, it's got to be expensive in California.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. In California, everything's twice as expensive as everywhere else. I'm not in California. I'm in Idaho.
Yeah.
But I watch everything going on. I used to be from there. I was in Lancaster, so that's not really far from California City. So I know exactly where they're talking about. But it is like, it just makes my stomach turn. All of that stuff going on. It does.
Right. But and there was something else going on, but and I'm gonna tell you why everybody's here. And I know a lot of people's gonna get mad at me, but I know for a fact that a lot of stuff that's going on in these chats, people are saying that they're the biological family, but I know for a fact that it's not. And I don't even want to get into what's going on. That's why I really haven't said too much about it. But I've seen this stuff happen before, and I'm only going to say this once. I've seen it happen before, and it's not that. It's actually other content creators trying
Yeah.
to take out other content creators and bring up chaos and mess. And because some of the stuff that goes on, you have to been done this before to know how it works, and you just don't come on here hacking in this and doing this and doing. I mean, it does take a rocket
People's
scientist.
screenings and stuff. I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah, yeah, but I had people call me and say, "Hey, I've been threatened." I was like, "What the heck you talking about? Why would they threaten you when I've got the channel?" You know what I'm saying? They ain't threatening me. Why are they threatening you? Because I know this. What your theory? Your theory?
Right.
Because you don't know. I know more, than I put out
Right.
there. But you know a theory. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Why they don't call me and threaten me? They can find me easily because I'm
Right.
not hiding nowhere.
Right.
So some of this stuff got to do with like channels beefing and playing those games. So
Now let me ask you a question.
mhm.
Were those other two kids, because I know they say that they had 6 kids, were the other two kids that they have, were they adopted or were they actually foster?
I think that we all assumed that they were foster, but I think they found out that they've already been adopted. But
So then they actually had 6 kids, because there was a thing on earlier that because I think it was one of them was out there at the apartments or whatever else when there was 4 kids or what have you, and they said that they sent 2 of them back because they were doing drugs or whatever they was doing, and so that would have meant that they had 4, right? So when they got in the van on the 19th and you see 4,
right,
I'm like, okay, that could have happened. They sent the other 2 back. They had the 4.
right,
The police stated they had 6, but they said, 4, I'll give them that. Okay, they could have had 4. That would have meant Orrin and Orson and their biological 2 boys got into the van. But when they came back, there was no kids coming out of the van,
right,
and that was on the 19th.
right. You're right.
And
You're
then,
right.
or if they had the 4 other kids and they put the 4 other kids in, and they supposedly left the 2 little ones at home by themselves. I find this interesting that
Or was those
nobody's saying, oh, well, we haven't seen them or whatever. If they went to the grandmas and dropped the kids off, and let's say Jacqueline stayed in the van, and they asked, well, where's the boys? Oh, well, they're sleeping there in the van. Okay, I can see that happening. Me as a grandmother, if one of my grandkids was missing, I would damn well know it.
right?
And I would be the first one out there, searching day and night or whatever to find them. I don't understand how Jacqueline's mother, Terrell's mother, aunts, uncles, cousins, nobody is saying anything.
Well, it's probably best for them not to say anything, but I tell you what, I think they're going to have to arrest them on the little bit of evidence that they have, that is just, but it's a lot of little bit of evidence. It's just not going to hold weight.
Right.
But
I'm
what
sure that
kind of big
playing
loss
his cards.
what big lawsuit it would be if they arrest them and them kids, they find them at a mall somewhere.
Right. Right. No, I understand how all the police work happens and and how all that goes, and that they're not going to release anything because, look at the Stouch case. Nobody knew anything was going on and they're like, what's happening with the Gannon case, and until they went and they finally arrested her. But nobody knew that they had anything. And I think it's going to be the same kind of thing playing out here.
Right. But somebody told me, couldn't this be where they trying to, if they're watching themselves, because it may not be that, some people had a theory, said maybe they wanted this money to come up and then one of their friends find a baby and they got $120,000, and then they just got a CP, a child protective service comes in. They take a couple of classes to get the kids back, and blah blah blah. Nobody sits it, and yeah, they will get their own kids back because they are already theirs, and things of that nature. I mean, the judge can reverse it now. Now the judge can go in there and reverse that. It takes a lot for a judge to reverse what he already said yes to. But if you have enough evidence that this is it's whatever's the best interest in these kids, they the mama can get her kids back, because if they did it for just money and they're showing all this information, and that's why a lot of people say maybe the biological family has something to do with it, because it's making aware.
I really don't think that the bio family had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my feeling. I don't feel that the biological family had anything to do with it.
Right. I'm just saying.
My theory.
What?
That
what's your theory?
It being two boys disappearing, or the likelihood of him killing both boys, or something like that happening. God forbid.
Well, you know what?
It is. I mean, it's not in the norm. Okay, put it that way. I feel that he dumped those kids off in the desert and left them. That's how I feel.
Just dumped them in the desert?
Yeah, he just left them out there in the middle of nowhere to fend for themselves, and drove off and left them.
You know what? Every time when I see him say rambunctious, and then he goes, oh, you know what? He's seeing them in his head. This is just my theory. I don't know this for sure. But when I look at him say, they're going to be rambunctious, and then he go, oh, like that.
Right.
I get chills. That
because a baby that's missing, I mean, and in all of the the cases of murder and all this other stuff, they're always victim blame, and I think it's category that is the reason why, or whatever his scenario may be. And a lot of people have stated that he's mean and whatever. I don't know the man. I know what I watched on that interview, and I wasn't impressed at all, because somebody that's missing their children, and they've had those children since 2019. Aren't they going to say, "Please help us find our find our babies"? Or he never acknowledges that they're babies.
He never acknowledged their names.
Right.
I mean, and that's a big disconnect. He never said Orson and Oren, or he never said Classic and Sincere, or we love them and we miss them. And matter of fact, the adopted mama said, call somebody. Not even call me, call us, call the police. She said, if you see them, call somebody.
Yeah, and who wouldn't call 911? They called the non-emergency number, and they would have had to look it up to call it. That's the first thing I would do. I'd be calling 911 like, oh my God, my kids are missing. And I would probably still be out there flying around the blocks trying to find my kids when the police got there.
Right.
I would be standing out by the tree.
Right.
But that's me and 90% of America.
Right. You're right. So
yeah, it's like it's sickening. I mean, I hope that something breaks. I really do. I hope that something breaks and gives people some answers, because those little boys deserve so much more.
Right. They do. So anyways, do you have kids?
I have kids and I have grandkids.
Okay, you have kids and you have grandkids.
Huh?
Yeah, you have kids and you have grandkids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I'm like, when they're talking about the grandparents and stuff, I'm like, oh no, I must be a different kind of grandparent, because I would be out there raising hell and looking for my kids.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right.
But I'll let somebody else jump in here and talk. I don't want to take up all your time, but I do want to let you know that I love you. I love your channel. I love what you stand for.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good one, SB.
All right, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye. Anyway, I see Shar in Central Virginia. Somebody's calling. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. This is Marissa.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to, not to backtrack or anything, but I wanted to make a comment on what the last caller was talking about regarding Ryan's aunt saying how much money she has and bragging about it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't take it as her bragging about it because there were trolls in that chat room pretty much saying that the Bio family set up with the West family to, you know, try to get in on the reward money. And so she was like, we have this money already. We don't need the reward money. We don't need to do something like that.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, she wasn't trying to brag about having money. She was trying to say, like, why would we do that when we don't need the reward money?
Okay. See, I wasn't in there, so I didn't know how it went. Okay. All righty.
But yeah, and I could see how it could have been taken differently, but I don't see it as her bragging at all. And as far as the billboards go, they did say some of them, I believe, are free for 30 days, but they have to pay for the wrapping of the billboard, the building of it as well.
Okay. All righty.
So I don't believe there's any scams going on regarding that, but I can understand where she's coming from, you know, wanting to give the donations directly to the companies rather than the person themselves. But I can assure you I haven't been scammed. And Keisha, she makes t-shirts. She doesn't even profit off of those.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I would love to have
what?
one of them t-shirts. I would love to have one of those t-shirts. I'm gonna try to get in touch with her so I can get one.
Girl, just message her and she'll send you one. She does not make any profit off of it. It's all you pay for is the t-shirt itself and, you know, the printing of it. Yeah. Yeah, just message her, get in touch with her on Facebook, and she'll send you one, girl, because those t-shirts and the mask, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with her. Thank you. But yeah, I as far as the boys go, because that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where they are. There's so many speculations. And I just want facts, you know. Right. And I can't wait until that comes out because there's so many people, so many channels that are claiming they have sources when they don't. It's just too much. I mean, this is about the boys. We need to focus on the boys, not the drama, not the who's going to be the one to find them because they're the best. You know what I mean? Right. Yes. It's just getting too much. It's getting out of hand. Right. But I just wanted to clear that up with everybody. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for hearing me out. SP, who's calling?
This is Sherry from Central Virginia.
Hey, Sherry, I'm glad you got on in there.
Yes, me too.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, what's going on is that, do you know the gentleman, Doug, who is from No Thanks Investigation?
I don't know him. I don't know him personally, but I have visited his channel before.
Doug, and he does all the drone footage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, he just did a video a couple of minutes ago, which is so strange. The neighbors directly across the street from where the house was in California City from the West House.
Mm-hmm.
he interviewed them today, and they said that AV News is the neighbor of the West, and he works for AV News.
Hold on. Everybody stop calling. I want to hear what she's saying.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Okay. Nobody else calls in. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Doug from the gentleman, it doesn't matter his name, I can't even remember. It's the guy that does the drone footage. His name's Doug. He just did an interview because he's at the Cali City Police right now, turning this video over to the Cali City, which can't even get anybody even to talk to him. But the neighbor who lives directly across the street dropped this bombshell 5, maybe 10 minutes ago, saying that AV News is the house next to the West House. These older people were outside and they were doing an interview with him, and they said, "Oh, AV News is the neighbor. You didn't know that?" And he was like, "No, I didn't know that." Isn't that strange?
Are you talking about AV News crew or AV News?
Yeah, AV News, the gentleman that drives around in the truck with his wife.
Okay, there's two of them. There's AV Watchman and AV News crew.
No, AV, it's not AV. AV Watchman is the gentleman.
AV News crew, but AV News, he's a minister. He's a pastor.
He is the neighbor. He lives in the house next to the West.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not. I'm not joking. The video is up. These year-round people said to this on video 10 minutes ago, right outside their home, right outside. You can see the wet. This is actual news. I mean, this is actual factual information. These older people said they live there year-round, and the police are not listening to them, don't care about the information, and that AV News lives next door to the West.
Okay.
So it must be the house that did that footage.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. What is his name?
Who?
The one that's AV News.
I don't know his name. I just know the name, and I was shocked, and I had my phone app.
Because let me tell you something. I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe it?
Why?
Because I know every person on that block.
You know everybody on that block?
I know every person on that block. That's why I was asking you, what is his government name? Because I know every person on that block.
I don't know. And it's so insane that this video just went up 10 minutes ago. And if he would have just been saying this stuff, I wouldn't have been like.
So are you guys saying that he's living in the house with those houses in the back? Because I don't know who's living back there.
He's the neighbor directly. Where he pointed to was the neighbor, which would have been the West House. There's, if you're standing directly in front of the house, the West House, you have 2 empty fields. Well, it's the next house to the left. And he said to him, he said, "You mean you didn't know that he lives here? We talk to him all the time."
No.
I just wish you could watch that video.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you why I know it can't be true. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because remember when AV Watchman went out there and he had AV News crew with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that because they were the first time when they seen the vans. Just hang on there. Okay, they went there, right?
Okay.
Now, there's somebody there that I had spoke to, and they did not know them. They actually thought that they was FBI. If he lived on the block, they would have knew. And I know he had a mask on and all of this and everything, but that person would have been able to recognize that they lived in the block because they live on the block.
Well, these senior citizens that are directly across the street, these older people, they said it was just so shocking how they said, we talk to him every day. We talk about this every day. And he even said the police aren't listening to the information.
Okay.
And he specifically talked, I mean, I don't know what's going on. This, I've never been so invested, like emotionally. I'm not crazy or anything with a case like this. I mean, this is so disturbing.
Okay.
And upsetting.
So let me say this. Let me say that I'm not. At first, I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Okay, because they're over there all the time. You know, I'm just gonna say I know it's not so.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say I know it's not so.
Yeah, something fishy's going on, definitely, because these people, you could tell this was not staged. But I mean, it's just
maybe the person that gave them the information is confused with, like if he lived there or not lived there. But I know for a fact that he does not.
Okay, well, maybe somebody else that's in the
I don't know
who watched this same video can chime in, because I definitely agree, and I respect you so much for your information, and you stick to factual stuff, and you're not out there starting drama and all that, and I appreciate that, because it's about finding these little boys, these precious little boys. And I just don't understand what's going on here. I really, really don't. I just can't. I mean, I just need you to watch that video. It's like 5 minutes, and just tell me what you think, because these people, I just didn't take that they did not know what they were talking about, but it could be. Maybe they set them up. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Please do not put other channel holders' names in the chat, please, you guys. I don't want to start arguing because you want to say a channel holder's name in here.
Yeah. Well, he has to. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's just really quick, and I don't want to call anybody out or anything, but he put that information, and these neighbors are so convincing. They're older and they're year round, and they said that they never seen one kid there. Now, we know that because all the neighbors said that. But the statement about the police not wanting to hear the information, that's not surprising from following this case. But there's something so crazy going on here.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know who lives in those back houses, but I can guarantee you I have everybody's name that lives on that block. And
okay.
And
okay, well, I believe you. I just wanted to call in because
I haven't seen his name that I know. That's why I was asking you, what do you guys call him? Like, what is his name? Like, maybe he's under something else, but no.
I don't know. Maybe he's going by another name or whatever. But
I can tell you, hold on. Matter of fact, if you want to find out who all lives on that block, there's an app, okay? I'm going to teach you guys something. Hold on real quick. There's an app, and the app is called, let me see if I can pull it up. Nuber, or Nuber, Nuwber, and you can find out everybody on that block, Okay.
Okay. So like reverse lookup
Right.
just by the street name. Okay.
The app is called Nuber, Nuwber, and you can find everybody that lives on that block. Put in that address, and you can find everybody that lives on that block, and that'll stop that.
Okay, and one other interesting thing I found that the DFS cases, the CPS out there in Bakersfield, well, which would be Kern County, they actually allow you to listen to the audio from their Zoom court hearings. They don't tell you who's in court that day, but if we could find out when the West, and you cannot, it specifically says you cannot record the audio or anything. But if we knew the date of their court, we can actually listen. We just can't record the actual court case, which I thought was really interesting.
Oh,
Meaning,
okay.
huh?
Yeah. Okay, come on.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That was great that we could hear that, because I'm hoping that they don't get those other kids back. But
well, they're kids, and I know the reason why they might have to go through some of the things that they were talking about is because and I want to probably talk about that next week, and because the chief of police, the only way that they can take your kids if there was danger, imminent danger, or allegations, or there was some abuse, or something of that nature in CPS. That's the only way that they could take your kids. Now, they took the kids. So there must be, when the chief was asked the question, he said, I'm not going to answer that. You don't have to answer it, because they can't just come take your kids because they just want to take your kids.
right,
They take
there's
your
other
kids if
cases that
there
they
is,
don't lose their kids.
there has to be a reason, and for them to keep your kids, it's just not because somebody said something. They have to have information, because keeping your kids away from you without any kind of evidence, that's a lawsuit. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys, because I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just seems like I've just never heard of anything like this, and I was wondering, asking myself, like, are we becoming desensitized or something to bad stuff like this? Because, like, do we not get it? I mean, I know we get it, but there's 2 little boys missing. There's video footage showing that these little boys were not in the backyard. I don't understand this. I know where I live. I lived in right outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, which is a small city. And I can tell you right now, I have a friend who's a police officer, and we were talking about this case, and they said that they would have had them in separate, completely separated, and interrogating them for 48 hours. They would have worn them down, and they would have been in police custody, at least for neglect and lying to authorities.
Exactly. Okay.
And I just can't understand how these little boys, they just need justice. It is just heart-wrenching to me.
But we still going to, I'm just telling you, I had did a check on the whole block. I always do a check on the whole block. But we still, I'm not saying that you're wrong with what the information you brought, but we're gonna check into it. But
okay.
But the name Matt or Steve is not on that block. And actually, I've been looking for somebody that lives on that block, and I think I found them. But and whoever could be living, there's 2 houses in the back of the house. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying, we're going to check into it.
Well, I know you'll get to the bottom of it once you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
dive into it, then I'm sure you will. You know, but I appreciate you taking my call. Sorry for like panicking. I just
It's okay.
couldn't believe it.
Well, thank you for calling us, and we are going to check into that. But I'm pretty sure that
Okay.
you know how sometimes older people get a lot of stuff mixed up, and actually, an older lady, she had us mixed up. She said that wasn't the address. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So,
do.
yeah, and it
I get
happens
it.
all the time.
Okay, well, I'm calm now. I can go back to the chat, and then we'll I'll wait for an update and see what you say. It'll be interesting.
All right, thank you.
Okay, have a good evening.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is the last call. Hello.
Yes, hello, how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is SP. Who's calling?
This is Reggie. I'm here in Bakersfield, California.
Okay, Reggie, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. It gets kind of frustrating when I hear some of these people that got some way out theories, you know, and sometimes it clouds the actual facts in the case, you know.
Okay, yeah, yep, you're right.
And I mean, I just feel bad for them kids because regardless, they need to come home one way or another. And it's not helping when all you got these other YouTubers making up stories just to get views and to get subscriptions. So that's pretty sad.
Right.
But that's all I want to say. But I've heard your videos. They're cool. I appreciate you making content. But that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys. Last call, no alcohol. Last call. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's almost starting to be a circus now. But you guys just, be patient and just hey, this is SP. Hello. Yes.
Oh, I was just calling in.
Yes, go ahead. Okay. Somebody likes to play. Anyway, you guys, let's try not to get all into the drama and the craziness. And if we stay, Soldier Girl says last call, no alcohol. Water. If we can stay focused on the kids, we, maybe something to come out. SP, what was the place she said we can look to see where people live? SP.
Hey, SP, don't hang up on me.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Why would I hang up on you?
I just wanted to call and
I know when you call.
I just wanted to call and apologize to you, man. In your defense, you didn't deserve that. You feel me? I shouldn't have brought that energy on your platform. And in my own defense, I work nights. I was up for 22 hours, didn't even realize it. You feel me? I was cockeyed, you know what I mean? But you didn't deserve that, so I apologize. And I also want to apologize to the mechanics that you had in the chat room because the comments got out of control. I know they had a big job on their hands. So I apologize, man.
I apologize to you too.
No. You didn't do nothing wrong. Everybody is invested in the case and we present theories and things like that. And we all got the same goal in mind to try to be of some type of help to find them kids. So
right.
I just want to call and apologize to you. I ain't gonna take up no more time. You feel me? So I gotta clean up behind myself. If I do something and I'm wrong, I gotta clean up behind myself. So I apologize to you and I apologize to the people in the chat if anybody was offended and the mechanics because they had a big job in their hands. So I apologize to you though. You know what I mean? Sincerely.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
All right, babe.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta write something down real quick. You guys, y'all been good today. Y'all been really extra good. Y'all know I ain't gonna be hanging up on people and stuff. You guys, we're gonna get through this. I hope we can get some information. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. If I forgot something, I'll see you guys Friday. I will see you guys Friday. All right. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye. Let me share with you what Nora's closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it.